So friends, today's remedy is coffea, the coffea cruda. Specifically, we are going to see the Pediatric Materia Medica of coffea cruda. So the first point I would like for every case, whenever a patient comes to you in the OPD, the first thing that you see is the patient withdrawing, like he's not interested in talking to you, or he is very jovial, very, once he comes inside the clinic, starts shaking hand with the doctor, says, "Hi doctor, how are you?" So this remedy comes in the second category. They are approaching child in the sense, even not just with doctors, if they find any friends, they get hyper and they excited when friends come home to play, will not sleep with friends and play throughout the night. That much energy level coffee cruda patient has, even pediatric cases as well as the elderly adult, sorry. So these cases, you are going to see extreme energy level, hyperactive at the level of mental state and hyperactive at the level of physical state also. Third point is the rubric called exhilaration comes in the remedy coffee cruda. Exhilaration means excitement and happiness. So whenever you give a new toy to them, they would get so excited that they would bang the toy. If you play their favorite music, they would start clapping. Or if they see a known personality, they would get so excited that they will shout with joy. And when offered something, also they will get very excited and they will shout. Also, there is physical restlessness, there is physical hyperactivity. They won't sit in one place, and they are, as well as there is one more good component in coffee cruda is they are extremely affectionate and very caring. They are non-aggressive. Like if you find other remedies like ammon carb or anacardium child or epis child, they are all aggressive child. But this patient, that is coffea cruda, they are non-aggressive, extremely affectionate and caring towards their friends in school, caring for everyone. Mentally, they are very active. They are very known for this. They are very good in competitions. They score excellent marks. Their memory is very good, and they are very quick to act. Now, here comes the case where you are going to take even in detail. Like so far, whatever we have mentioned is an observation or the case which is told by the parents. Like my child is like this, my child is like that. But once you start examining the patient, this coffea cruda won't allow. They don't allow you to touch and examine as they fear touch. Secondly, they're extremely sensitive to pain. They're oversensitive to pain. Any kind of pain is unsupportable. And thirdly, as they have a lot of excitement, any kind of joy or in the form of gifts, this excitement causes sickness. So you see in them, they would get fever after pleasant surprise, or the parents would say, yesterday was birthday and today she fell ill. So even during fever, the totality would remain the same. The activity will be increased. They would be restless. They would be do thing or the other, or they would demand that I want this, I want that. At the same time, there would be pain because they are extremely sensitive to stimulus. They are oversensitive. So even the bed would hurt them. They are sensitive and they would start crying. As they are affectionate, non-aggressive type, so the only way to express it would be weeping. Chilly patient and thirstless with cold extremities would be the fever totality. The differential remedies. Now we come to the important point where we are going to differentiate with other remedies. For example, the first one is Tia. Tia comes close with Tuja. This is what we have learned from college days, that Tuja, Tia have extreme craving for tea. But today we are going to see the child component also. When we look very closely to Coffee and Tia are both approaching child. They are extremely hyperactive. They are witty. Their memory is good and quick. They are chilly and thirsty. They can be thirstless also. But when coffee is mentally very active, and Tia is physically very active. They like to travel a lot and all. Coffee mind memory is very good. They are quick to act as well as their confidence level is very good. But Tia is less of confidence. They don't have much confidence. Coffee is a non-aggressive child, while Tia they are very aggressive and anger comparatively more than Coffee. Coffee is oversensitive to pain. Any stimulus causes severe pain to them, but Tia will not complain of any pain. Second remedy, when we talk about oversensitivity, we should consider Naxomica as well. As Naxomica and Coffea both are ambitious, intellectual, memory is good, quick, as both are oversensitive to all the senses. But Coffea is an artistic child, but Naxomica is non-artistic. Coffee as an approaching child, they would greet with everyone, they would excited when they see friends. But Naxomica is withdrawing. They won't be that much happy. They would be a withdrawing personality. Coffea wants silence. They won't, due to if there is any pain or anything, they want silence. Naxomica, they want rest. The Coffea memory is, and their thinking is very quick. Naxomica, when they are sick, their thinking will get difficult. Naxomica, the willpower is very strong, while Coffea, the willpower is very weak. That's why when they see a lot of surprises or whenever they see a sick person, both any kind of stimulus will make them sick. Now, the third remedy is China. Here, the sensitivity is more towards touch, not other senses. Only touch they are sensitive to. They are also withdrawing personality like Naxomica. Coffea is an approaching child. Other than that, the remedy called Coffea toaster, which comes very close to Coffea cruda. Coffea cruda is right-sided, while Coffea toaster is left-sided. And the fifth remedy is Cypripedium. This Coffea and Cypripedium are both very close remedy. Coffea produces an ecstatic state of mind. Here, the concordant remedy is Cypripedium, because this Cypripedium is indicated in children who is awakened at night from sleep and are unnaturally playful, no desire to sleep. Such symptoms are often due to some brain affection. That time you use Cypripedium. While in coffee there is not any brain affection, while in Cypripedium there is a brain affection, because of which they don't like to sleep at night. There would be no desire to sleep actually, and they would be very bright and playful out of proportion. The last one is Piper mysticum. Here it affects something like those of coffee, like both have a similar thing. Here the first thing that there is a tension through nerve is first affected. The prover shows such symptoms like he finds it very hard to work without fatigue. The prover can work very hard without fatigue. If this effects reach their extremes, there is a feeling of mental tension as though the head were large, almost full to bursting. There is dizziness on closing the eyes, but these are all proving symptoms. I doubt whether it would be much helpful, but still I would like to read something related to Piper mystical. So the prover says he finds it easy to work hard without fatigue, as this remedy affects the nerves. After a long time, there is dizziness on closing the eyes. The vessels of the brain, the base of the brain become full. But the secondary action quickly follows that this reverse effect is characterized by what we call the brain fag. The brain becomes tired on awakening after being